How I write a play. Subjective. Why? Good writers tend to think all the time. They set a high price on the ability to unravel, the ability to clarify and illuminate. The skill of the writer lies in his or her ability to write, and nothing more. And the higher that ability, the better the powers of observation, because writing is observation. Why theatre? Theatre is a form for expression of ideas. Before you embark on your journey, you must be absolutely certain that the best medium for it is the theatre. Not radio, TV, film, novel, libretto, or poem. You need to understand what the unique qualities of theatre are that set it apart from others, how it works and functions. Playwrights don't write plays, they create theatre. Inspiration. Whatever situation you choose, whoever you choose to write about, you're always writing about yourself to a certain extent. My inspiration comes from Cornwall itself, the people I know, its history and culture. And it's a piece of good fortune that I happen to live in a country which is unique and rich in source material. Hard rock mining, fishing, agriculture, free trading, engineering, and wrecking. Character. The foundation of any play is character. Character is created by the way a character speaks dialogue and the way they behave. There must be things about a character which an audience can relate to. The most common question I'm asked as a playwright is, who did you base such and such a character on? And it's a missed question because the answer is no one. No one character is based on a single human being. All characters are composites of many people. People the author might know well, people they hardly know at all. At a deeper level, characters come from inside the author himself. The foundation of character are the common roots of all humanity. Scratch a Nicaraguan farmer and a Cornish farmer, and you'll find the only difference between them is the width of the brim of their hat. Research. In order to really love something, you have to be familiar with it. Before you begin to write, you have to know what it's going to be about. The style you're writing in, the characters in it. You must have neither too little or too much information in your head before you write. You have to know what the main points of conflict are going to be and when they occur in the action. You have to know all these things, then forget them. Dialogue. Dialogue is the breadth and heart and life of a play. Everyone can write dialogue, but it can't be taught. You have to practice until you find your own voice. You simply cannot breathe life into dead dialogue. Dialogue arrives at the same time as character for me. The two are inextricably linked. I always hear the voice of the character that I'm writing in my head, and it's very distinctive, which doesn't mean that the actor has to sound the same when they perform it. Dialogue is rhythm. Dialogue is music. Plot. Create the rules. Decide what the play is going to be about. Who is the protagonist? Who makes the journey? Who helps them? Who tells the story? No play can be about more than 4 people, and of those 4, one person is always the most important. In other words, there's one person who goes on a journey, which within the terms dictated by the play is complete. All dialogue, all stage directions must serve the plot, the story you are telling. I have a theory, which I call the dead zone theory. It's when you watch a play and there are dead zones, lumps of dialogue, which are there for the wrong reason and make the audience just switch off. A dead zone of 1 minute will switch off an audience for 10 minutes of the play. 2 minutes equals 20 minutes. 3 minutes equals 30 minutes, and so on. Up to 5 minutes, and then you've lost the whole play. The most scintillating piece of dialogue ever written in the history of drama, from Aristotle on, can be a dead zone in front of an audience if it's in the wrong place and it doesn't advance the action. Golden rules. Don't kill the protagonist. Tell all that needs to be known in the first 10 minutes and spend the rest of the play hiding information. The audience should always know the same amount as the protagonist. Research well, then forget it. The act of writing. Writing a play requires enormous energy and commitment. When you are writing, be spontaneous. Write with passion and energy. The quicker you write, the better, in my opinion. The actual process shouldn't take very long at all. The thought that goes into a play, the pinning in your head, can go on for weeks. But the moment you sit down and write is critical. It's a totally absorbing occupation. Everything is secondary to the play. Family, job, if you have one, everything is excluded from your head but the play. Distractions. The playwright who is also a lobster fisherman works to a lobster fisherman's time frame. Life is governed by the moon. Writing becomes tidal. Low water, the deadline. It's a busy life in Cornwall, whatever the season. It's a mystery to me. I get any writing done at all.
When you write a play, you amass an enormous amount of research material, whatever the subject is. And it's a bit like all the stuff that I found on the beach, that the ocean gives me. And I've got loads of stories and names. Names are very important for plays, for a playwright. They set the notion, they set the world of the play very strongly, and I've got, the ocean just gives me names all the time and stories, so I've got kind of enough almost now to make the most fantastical kind of play with a great kind of ocean epic. Excuse me.
What?
Quiet, please.
Well, wait till you finish. I'm down over a biscuit. You're waiting.
I've got another one. finished yet.